What's happening? Pants not required. Uh, Hold on, I'm finishing a quick text message. That I think you shortened that intro because I usually have time to do this text message here. Uh, just have to make sense. There we go. And send. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? Let's see. Who do we got first on the board today? Is it Dave Bouchard? Oh my gosh, Dave Bouchard, first one. Dave Bouchard is usually up, feeding the chickens this early in the morning. Like, he's a pretty busy guy. So glad to see you are here. Good to see you. Randy Carnes. This has to be a day, Randy, that you're not impressed with. Like, in the world of things Randy hates, this today might be the day. We'll get back to that. Betty Carlson, that's my aunt, ladies and gentlemen. You all know Betty. Jason Bragg, keeping America rolling. I hope those. I hope you don't have to get your damage strength out and break some bolts off, because today's those cold days. It always seems to happen. Karen Buzzard, that's my mom. Good morning. And Bob Dewey, good to have you on the show, Bob. And I can't stop laughing, but it's super great. Eddie Ambras, that's my aunt Eddie. Eddie's been my aunt since 1990 or so, 89, 90, something like that. Let's see. Really, it was you? That sounds about right. Sue Francis, good morning. That's my aunt. How you doing, Sue? Hope you're staying warm. Mr. Jason Breitenstein. Heard from Jason this morning on the text box machine, and he's like, "It's cold." And I'm like, "Damn right, it's cold." Paula Jack, good morning. How's the ice scenario in East Brady on that mighty Allegheny River? It's Scott, you jumping ahead, jumping fast. Paula always posts pictures of the Allegheny, like down where were you from Cogley's when you take that picture? I'll have to check. And now my cousin, Lisa Francis Clark. Welcome to the show, Lisa. Good to have you here. Scott, we lost him. He was doing so good. Now we don't know. Randy Carnes is going to be in a funk for a few more months, and I get it. According to the groundhog, like, right, we got a few more weeks still, right? Wasn't it 6 weeks? And that was on the 2nd, and this is like what is today? The 17th. Yeah, I was gonna say the 18th, and I'm glad I didn't. So that's 2 weeks. So we have 4 more weeks. Month. So you'll be all right, Randy. I think 1 more month, you'll be fine. Julie Stover, good morning. Can only hang out for a few. Oh, got a meeting. Understand. It happens. Thanks for stopping in and having some coffee. Oh, yeah. So this is a travel mug with a lid on it, but it's the coffee cup shape, and it's wood grain. That's how chilly it is in my basement this morning. But I need a travel mug to keep my coffee warm. So it's one of those days. Let's see. Thank you, Bob. It is a cool cup. So when do you sing and Randy Slapbox? Randy Slapbox, that might be your new nickname, Randy. Randy Slapbox. I love it. So we're doing that Friday. Or no, Saturday. Doing it Saturday night. That'll be, I believe it runs 6 to 9, but there's I'll double check that because the curfews are lifting and things, so we might be running later, staying out late because we're adults. Let's see, Steve Dietering. Oh, whoa, we're called. Steve says that I'm a coffee Alfonso. I didn't even know what that was. Let's see. No, good morning, Pat and Scott. Since both of us consider ourselves coffee aficionados, what is a raw coffee bean called while it's still up in the tree? I'm going to guess and say it's called a coffee seed. Oh, wait. It's called a coffee seed. That's my guess. Let's see. Lots of ice, baby. That's what I like to hear, Paula. Thank you. That's amazing. Good morning. Nope, it is not a snow day here. We are having school It's remote today. So, right. It's a remote day. So that's not real. Apparently, I honestly, I don't understand. Like some days you can have snow, you can cancel school, but you still have remote, but you can some days not have school, but it's too snowy because we're doing it remotely. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. But today, with the cold temperatures, is not a snow day. Flanagan's Blacklick, that's right. Is it real wood? It is not. It is a sticker. Wood. But it's, or some type of vinyl overlay, I'm guessing. But it's a really cool cup. TAL is what's on it. Can you see that? Can you see it well enough? Yeah. It originally had some stuff printed on it that was really nice, and then I washed it in the dishwasher several times, and then the stuff came off. So now I just have a nice cup. Used to have nice stuff on it. Oh, so I get you, Bob. Bob, I thought you were talking about my cup, Bob, and I'm like, that my cup is not useless, Bob. My cup runneth over. But yeah, so what we just found out, hot off the presses, Steve Dietering, thank you so much for this information. A little trivia this morning. A coffee bean, while still in the tree, Bob Dewey says it's worthless. I don't want any of that. But Steve Dietering informs us all that it's called a coffee cherry, and that's the kind of information that I need to have. That I will probably bring that up 3 times today in meetings or whatever. I'll be like, oh, by the way, as you're sipping your coffee, you know what they call that bean? I'll be like, my good friend up in Toledo did that. So anyways, now we know. Jeremy Hunt is late to the party. You know, I'm a late to the party kind of person in general. Like, I like the party to be starting before I get there. And so being late to the party means I'm on time. And it is buzzard time. Being buzzard time is always a little late to the party. It's ish. So, Jeremy Hunt, glad to have you here. Glad to have you on the YouTube. Karen Buzzard, wow, indeed. Betty Carlson, you like that mug? Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. Now, it's not like, what do you call it? It's not like a Yeti cup or something. Like, it doesn't keep it, like, piping hot, but it's more so than, like, a ceramic cup. So, it's kind of that in between. And it's got a nice feel to it. It's actually a camping cup is what I usually take. When I'm out in the campgrounds and whatnot. Let's see. I'm not going to get to that yet. Julie Stover loves the cup, as you should. It's a great cup. Eddie Ambras, still not a coffee scientist. I'm still not a scientist at all, let alone anything specific. So, yeah, Toledo, as I like to call it. So the first time that we played up there, we were booked at some I don't know. All those places are probably long gone. We were playing a place in Toledo. And one of the guys in the band, well, it was Dak. Dak, he's from, I believe was he from Findlay or West Jeff? I don't know. He was definitely like sort of more western central Ohio. And he's like, we call it Toledo. And I said, all right, that's how I call it now. So Toledo. And I still do it that way. So yes, Jason Breitenstein, it's called Toledo. Maybe it was the Rosalita song, the Bruce Springsteen song, one of my favorite Springsteen songs. I just saw somebody covered it. I don't know who it was. It was Big Head Todd and the Monsters is actually who it was. And if you're not hip to Big Head Todd and the Monsters on their covers are awesome. I don't know if they're doing it just for pandemic reasons or for just for their own joy, or if they're doing, it sounds like it's like soundtrack music. You know, like sometimes we were talking about this last night. Take an old song and somebody stays faithful to it, but they put a spin on it, like just nudge it out into the, you know, maybe slightly more timely or give it a different edge to it, maybe a more aggressive edge or make it more like the Johnny Cash Hurt song, which was originally a Nine Inch Nails song, which was still pretty mellow, but just change the change the vibe of it. Big Head Todd and the Monsters is doing some really cool stuff. They did that one. It fell out of my head, but who did it originally? Maybe they don't even know. But a boom, 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 boom. Down, down, down. It is awesome. Like I couldn't believe how cool it was. So, anyways, blah, blah, blah. Coffee, talk. Talita, yes, you like to make a splash. I do like to make a splash. I like to cannonball into a pool. True confessions. I mean, like on the reality shows, like, so when I like take a shower, I don't know how people get out of the shower and don't have water all over the place. I don't know how to do that. When I take a shower, it looks like the whole, look like a cruise ship, the bathroom became the shower. I don't know how to undo that. I don't know how to fix that. So I make a splash everywhere. Truth be told. There you go. Let's see. Just like a dozen donuts type of day. I don't think that's going to be a new segment. That's just, I'm not, I mean, I can shower. I can shower really good. I don't know how to not take the shower with me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how we got this. I don't know how that happened. Just like a dozen donuts type of day. It is indeed one of the greatest gifts you can give to somebody is a dozen donuts. It is. I just saw it. So Dave Bichard, always I'm surprised it does make sense. Dave says he fact-checked the coffee bean thing. It's not true. Steve then rebutted that he saw it on the History Channel, Dave, so it has to be true. And then in true Do Less Band fashion, Dave actually did not research it. So good chance that it's true. So I love it. I was so shocked that one of the members of the Do Less Band would really be aggressively researching things. So let's see. Jeremy, I guess I'm a sloppy shower exeter. I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. But I struggle with that. So I'm going to keep it clean. It is. Thank you, Julie. It's a family show. We're going to try to keep it clean. Dave did seem like he had some wood lathe envy. But Dave, I've seen Dave's workshop, and it is shockingly good and cool. And it's only going to get cooler. He might start booking me there. Like I might start doing gigs at Dave's workshop. Fixer Man Dave's is going to be like one of the best gigs in town. So, anyways, so if you didn't know, I did have the news on today. Was double checking to make sure there was no school stuff. So I'm not gonna lie, I have a feel for how cold it was before I went outside, because they won't stop blabbing about it, Coffee bean is the seed inside a cherry like fruit. That's awesome. Gretchen Blystone, good morning. Thank you for being on the show. We certainly missed you. We're talking about coffee beans and that I'm a very messy shower person. I it's the way the show went today. It's Wednesday. So I went outside to start the truck to warm it up. And then I took my coworker to remote shul. I know. It's weird. Yes, Gretchen, I agree. These are interesting topics. Like, how messy am I exiting the shower? Very. We all know it now. There. It's out. It's open. Out in the open. And that a coffee bean, whilst still in the tree, it's called a coffee cherry. It's true. And we've researched it. And Randy Carnes has even commented on it. So it's 100% true. So last night I was out fairly late for me. I don't know, 10-ish or so. And I noticed when I went from the truck to the house, it's that frozen nostril hair thing that starts to happen. I'm like, oh, this is super cold. there's a that's a thing. That's a thing that starts to happen. I don't think I sent anything to anybody. Oh, that's that. There we go. Totally derailed. It happens sometimes. Oh, so last night I'm like, this is friggin' cold. So this morning I got up in the news and are we going to cancel remote school? I know it's so funny to say it, but are we going to cancel remote school or whatever? I'm gonna adjust. Look, I can adjust my arms on this chair. By the way, just I don't mean to brag, but I've never had a new chair before, so this is pretty cool. I'm gonna guess this morning it felt like, I'm gonna call it 11 degrees. That's my it felt like 11 to me. So nope, incorrect. It's not. Doesn't it? How can it be 14 yet also feel like 14? You can't have the same. I need to check Scott's resources here. This seems ludicrous that for no reason whatsoever, they can just randomly say, feels like whatever. 9 degrees in southern Armstrong County. That's what I'm talking about. So I was having a discussion yesterday on a Zoom call, and somebody said down air. It wasn't like a like you're going down there, and like this person, I don't know where they're from or whatever, and I just said I just like on a guess, I'm just like Allegheny County, and he's like yeah, and I'm like Armstrong County, Canny, and he's like oh man that's so funny, how could you tell? Because we're called Yinzers because we'll say hey Yinz guys want to come over here, but there's also little subtleties, and down air is one that I've been noticing more and more. And I'm like, it was the down air. He's like, oh yeah, that's a good catch. So it's but I'm like Armstrong County. So anyways, no win, Steve. That's exactly correct. We should verify with a Sheetz barista. You know what? That's 100% good idea, Randy Carnes. Randy Carnes has a ton of great ideas. And you know who else has great things? Sheetz. Sheetz has fantastic menu items. They have excellent fuel for your automobile or your motorcycle, or I don't know, maybe they even have airplane fuel. I don't know. I've never been to a Sheetz and be like, I can't believe they don't have blank, because they always have it, no matter what you're looking for. You want a milkshake? You get it. You just make a milkshake while you're ordering your food. So like a lot of times I'll have a chocolate milkshake while I'm ordering my food. Like, how crazy is that? They have diesel fuel as well. Thank you, Gretchen. They have diesel, regular. They don't have a leaded fuel. I think that's gone away. I don't even know if they make leaded fuel anymore. All the lead. Got to get that lead out. Magazines. I can't tell you the last time I picked up a magazine. They still have them. It's a pretty narrow magazine rack. It's pretty much car magazines, but still, I love cars. And speaking of cars, they also have car supplies. Say you need some oil or a little bit of, on a cold day like today, what if you needed some fuel additive? Guess who has it? Just guess. That's right. So they have wine. That's right. So can you get liquor in Pennsylvania? Yeah, in gas stations. Yeah, Sheetz does an excellent job at purchasing alcohols and whatnots there. James, I don't know if there's a better statement that can be said about Sheetz. James, Scott, pull that one up. James Reinke's a pretty good guy. And there we go. James Reinke. This is it. This one hits me right in the feels. I often find myself at other gas stations and think aloud, why isn't this a Sheetz? That's 1,000,000% correct. So you're good. You're good. You're great. At Sheetz, you can. That's right. That's right, Karen. Karen Buzzard, you're 100% right. At Sheetz, you can. That's just be their slogan, their logo. So, anyways, I love every one of you. I got to get to work. I actually have real work I got to do. I know it seems crazy that why would I have work to do? But I do. At Sheets, you can. It's 100% right. Thanks for the compliments on the cup. It was a gift. I can't remember who gave it to me. It was Beth Carlson. That's who it was. I knew somebody did. So thank you, everybody. You're all awesome. I love every one of you. I do. Even you.